Today we are going to discuss chain rule of derivatives, shortcuts for IGCSE admins and other boards. You can take your understanding, applying, and so on. Now let's come to the point, and that is we have to. What is chain rule? Now, understanding chain rule. The chain rule is a quickly way to differentiate a function of a function. That means if there is function, there is another function. When one function is nested inside another, like f is a function and gx is inside. You can remember, if you remember composite functions, we use the chain rule. Differentiate outer function. First we differentiate outer, that is f function, and treating the inner function as a single variable. Now, and multiply by the derivative of the inner function. Then we will take the derivative of the inner function, that is g, and then we multiply at the end, both we multiply. Now its formula, if the general formula is, if fx is equal to f of gx, then f prime of x, then you can differentiate of x is equal to f prime of gx. Now here gx is constant, we are treating, not differentiating it, just treating it constant, and multiply by the g prime of x, that is derivative of x g function. So it means function has two functions nested in it. Now when you when to use the chain rule, use it for composite function. Mostly we use for composite. Look for expression where x is wrapped in another function. For example, this is your function 2x1 and 5 is the exponent power. Now this type of function, there are 2x inside also, and power rule is also present. Now sine of the function. Now you know that the derivative of sine may be a cos, but there is angle is having nested x, so it is again a function. So we will derive it again. Now the exponential functions e to power f, and this type, set the inner part as u and apply the rule. Now let's go to the example to see the how to apply. Now we have to differentiate this function y is equal to 2x square plus and 3 power 5. Now first identify the inner function and outer function. Now we suppose inner function 2x square plus 3 has a u. So our y is equal to u power 5. It means we have replaced 2x square plus 3 by u. So we have u power 5. Now first we differentiate the outer function. Now this is u, we will take a u, we are not doing anything into inside this function to so I am taking u as 5. Now differentiation rule is, again, if you have a power n, then n minus 1, that means you have to subtract 5 minus 1, and then 5 will come to down or in the multiplication. So derivative, we suppose it y, so y dy upon du with respect to u, because we suppose u, and that is why with respect to u we have 5 u power 4. Now again we have a function, but we suppose u is equal to x square plus 3. Now we are going to take in this function u is, now we are going to differentiate it. We suppose it u, so in this side we have x, so we will differentiate with respect to x. Du upon dx is equal to 2 will come out, again 2 minus 1 will be 1, and this 2 will come down and multiply by this 2, and we will get 4x. Now what will be the differentiate of 3? It will be 0, because constant term differentiate is 0. Now we are going to apply chain rule. What chain rule say? Dy upon dx is equal to dy upon du, this first function which we supposed u, and multiply with the second function du upon dx. Now this is value, we have 5 u power 4, and this is 4x. Now we are going to multiply it, but we don't know u, so we go back and replace u by its original value, that is 2x square. So 2x square 5, 2x square plus 3. Now this u, we have put the value 2x square plus 3 power 4, power will remain same, and 4x, and we will get 20x, 20 x, this is your x, 2x square plus 3 power 4. So this is the way you can step and differentiate a composite function, a function in which two functions are nested. Now why chain is rule? The chain rule is lets us quickly differentiate composite function into two steps without heavy algebra. Use inside clues and phrase like sine 3x plus 2 supported. Now in this function first we differentiate sine, that way its answer will be cos of x, but then we multiply by differentiating this angle 3x plus its differential will be 3. So answer our will be either it is, I don't remember that the differentiate of sine, it may be cos x minus cos x, so you will answer 3 cos x or minus 3 cos x. So you can check it. And now in summary, identify the inner and outer functions, differentiate outer function first, multiply by the derivative of inner function, substitute the inner function back, simplify the final result. Chain rule is equal fast, clean, reliable, and differentiate for the master function. Good luck.